bitch.
Extra honest, extra unbiased, but a little bit shady. Go ahead, like and subscribe.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Del, and you're here to be extra with Del. If you're new to my channel, I must let you know that I blog about beauty pageants yearly and talk to you guys about my extra honest, extra unbiased opinions about the queens. And you guys, first and foremost, Happy New Year if it's already New Year in whatever in your country or city. I'm in Los Angeles, so it's New Year's Eve here, and this is gonna be my last vlog of 2024, you guys. Oh my God, I'm freaking out because I can't believe we're gonna have another pageant season ahead of us for us to be gagging over and starting drama and creating controversial topics. And this video, you guys, is another video of my end of year recap. And in this video, we're going to relive some of the top 15 WTF controversial moments of the pageant season of 2024. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the countdown, you guys. Let's go. Starting with my number 15, you guys, it's Grandma's Join Miss Universe 2024. So back in April, or maybe even late March, it was heard around the world that a 69-year-old lady is going to join Miss Universe Philippines 2024, trying to vie for that crown, that coveted Miss Universe Philippines crown, the powerhouse of Asia, but failed to do so, you guys. But it doesn't stop there. Around July, an 81-year-old South Korean lady decided that she was also going to join the fun, and she was one of the queens that were vying for the crown of Miss South Korea. And she fell a bit short getting the crown. But honestly, at this point, South Korea might as well send an older lady, a grandmother, to get into the top 30 or 20, because we haven't seen them since 2007, you guys. So anyway, you guys, so there was a lot of backlash on this. Well, it's a little bit half and half, because some were very fascinated and very inspired by it. But many of these netizens were also saying that I don't know, no disrespect to the old ladies, no ageism or anything like that, but go join Mrs. instead of Miss. So what's my take on that? To me, I agree. They should really stick to Mrs. I'm sorry. For number 14, it's gonna be Miss Grand France versus Rachel Gupta and Miss Grand International Organization. All right, you guys, so around November, Miss Grand France was sent or decided to go home early from their little top 10 trips during their stay in Thailand after the competition. Allegedly, her mom was sick, but the truth was, it was not the truth. And she created some drama with some of the fans online asking her if she's still friends with Rachel, and she decided to open her mouth and talk about Rachel as if Rachel was a bad person, or creating this innuendo that Rachel is a terrible person. So she started this drama. She started getting attacked by all the Rachel Gupta fans, as well as fans that think that she is very sketchy, and she decided that she was going to apologize. And she sent an apology saying that she made a mistake by opening her mouth and talking about and being honest on the internet. But it's not about that. It's about her trying to seek attention because she wasn't getting it anymore. So she was trying to get as much attention from the Cambodians as well as the Miss Grammy fans, because they really just wanted to attack Rachel Gupta. And Miss Grand France was a perfect scapegoat to utilize to attack Rachel Gupta, which then ended up Miss Grand France being coined the snake of the pageantry, and ended up she was getting dethroned by Nawat. So careful what you do out there, queens, okay? Don't mess with Rachel Gupta. For my number 13, it's gonna be Adam G versus Miss Universe Philippines Organization, 𝑪𝑶𝑵𝑚𝑹𝑹. All right, you guys, so Adam G was attacked by the Miss Universe Philippines Organization. And so basically prior to the attack, this is what happened is that Adam G made a comment about Chelsea Manalo. And well, basically 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑, which is another queen from the Philippines that's very popular, as well as this other queen, 𝐘𝐿, which 𝐘𝐿, she's actually, I thought she was actually the one that was going to represent the Philippines this year, but you know, things didn't turn out that way. Actually, they played her also. She was 4th runner-up. So Adam G was saying that those two girls, if they were the ones representing, it's 𝐘𝐿, those queens would make a lot more noise and stuff like that. Oh, honey, the Philippines organization did not take that lightly, and they were upset. They thought that was bullying. I can't. So they released a statement, you guys. Let me read it to you guys. Miss Universe Philippines organization condemns the recent commentary of Mr. Adam Genado. Okay, they even released his entire full name. Bullying. I can't. I can't with this. Regarding to Miss Universe Asia 2024 𝐘𝐿, who's not very friendly in person, by the way. His comments are unfair, insensitive, hurtful, and dismissive of the accomplishment. We do not tolerate bullying and irresponsible vlogging, especially from an accredited Miss Universe Philippines media partner, whom we have welcomed in our events. See, there you go. They own you, Adam G. For too long, we have allowed behavior to be tolerated because bashers and haters have been accepted part of social media. Some people are just being honest, okay? But in reality, we still have a choice to normalize it or speak against it. We believe that content creators, bloggers, and vloggers should be guided by respect, responsibility, and decency. Oh, I feel attacked. Anyway, which then led Adam G to do this moment, you guys. You guys remember this? I am dead. Everybody watch Adam G cry and beg for his her VIP status back from the Miss Universe Philippines organization. Again, he's basically crying because, you know, that means he's gonna lose all these monetization access. Anyway, you guys, it's sad. Like, it's like he's basically a puppet of Miss Universe Philippines. And you know who else? You know who said nothing about this? It was Luis Portillo's and Danny Walker. You know, the other puppets of Miss Universe Philippines organization. So it's sad. That's why I'm so happy that I get to say whatever I want to. Number 12, it's Miss Universe Venezuela and her sugar daddy. So if you guys are not like Latinos or don't really like look at like Latinos vlogs and stuff, I do, because I actually look at everything, you know, like from Asia to Africa to Latin America to, you know, Europe. I try to get as involved as much as I can in any pageantry. So that's when I discovered that there is a massive attack on Venezuela, because, you know, these Latinos, they love attacking each other so they can't win. You know, they play dirty, you guys. It's ridiculous. So I don't know who released it, but somebody released this video of Miss Universe Venezuela, Eliana Marquez, with her novio de la Miss Universo of Miss Venezuela. I can't, you guys. When I saw this, I literally was judging. I mean, people were saying, no, that's her grandpa or whatever. Oh, well, then maybe he should join Miss Universe. No, your grandpa does not kiss you on the arm like that. Ew, imagine. Anyway, you guys, that was the beginning of the war of the Latino community, of the beauty pageant Latino community. No, seriously, they really attacked her. But you know what? She still did pretty well. With this controversy under her belt, she did pretty incredible during Miss Universe. For number 11 is Mexico failed as a Miss Universe host, you guys. I was so excited when I heard that it was going to be in Mexico because, you know, I live in Los Angeles, not too far away from me. So to me, I was so excited to see the Mexican culture at the forefront. And I was hoping it would be just like El Salvador Part 2. But honey, the girls really were like treated like prisoners, you guys. They were in prison. They were inside that hotel for a very long time. And we saw a lot of the hallway of that hotel, honestly. And I mean, when they went to Guadalajara, there was like 5 girls that went. And then when they went to, was it Yucatan? When they went to Yucatan, there was only like 5 queens that went. Anyway, and then when they went to the hacienda, only like 12 queens went. So point is, basically the queens didn't get that kind of like VIP treatment. I mean, some of the queens were like, after the pageant were like, wow, finally get to see Mexico City. That's really, really sad, you guys. And besides the fact that they went to the flag, the Mexican flag, I forget what that area is called. I didn't even get to that. I didn't even get to do that because I was so busy vlogging. But they just failed, even including that Caterina de Gala, Caterina de Gala. That was so terrible. The quality was so bad, you guys. I remember watching that crap. It's a failure. The stage was a failure. And they focused so much on like money and they forgot to really ensure that the queens, you know, have an incredible time and have that memory that they will never forget. Instead, they're gonna have to come back to Mexico and see it themselves, okay? For number 10, it's going to be South Africa versus Nigeria. All right, you guys. So as you guys know, 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑, first runner-up Miss Universe, she was competing at Miss Universe South Africa at first, but it was discovered that apparently that her mom created a fraudulent passport so she can get the opportunity to, I guess, live in South Africa and then obviously eventually joining Miss Universe South Africa, which is, you know, it's a big deal joining Miss Universe South Africa. So, but she was bullied so hard that she ended up quitting, honey buns. And even South Africa's own Tyla got on this major topic, you guys, and she said that she was disappointed that this happened to her, but wish you all the best, girl, kill it. And Tyla added, I will always stand with South Africa. I just feel regardless of the opinion, she was bullied, and that's what I don't stand for. Make me sweat, baby, harder, make me lose my breath. All right, girl, she was getting the heat for that. I mean, South Africans came down hard on Tyla for showing support to Chidima Adetshina, but you know what? They can, you know, she can take the heat because she got that water. You get it? And anyways, you guys, so 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑 ended up going to Nigeria and winning the Miss Universe Nigeria crown and ended up being first runner-up at Miss Universe 2024. I mean, she really was one of the African queens that one of my personal favorite queens this year, honestly, and she was just so beautiful. She's a fighter, and we all should aspire to be just like her, resilient and a fighter. For my number 9, it's Miss Universe South Africa quits the competition. All right, so sometime around before or on the preliminary day, South Africa released a statement saying, it is with deep regret that we share the news that Mia LaRue of Miss South Africa 2024 has to withdraw from the Miss Universe competition due to health concerns. As you guys know, she's deaf, so Mia LaRue has issues, something called deaf fatigue. So when she gets really tired and stuff like that, it affects the balance. So ears and balance coincide and have a huge correlation between each other, you guys. So she gets something called vertigo, where everything is spinning and you feel like, you know, you're losing your balance, stuff like that. My mom gets that too, by the way. So it has, because my mom has like some ear damage, so whenever it's like, there's too much wax in it, she feels vertigo. So I'm assuming that's how like 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑 felt when she was probably just so overworked or something like that. But honestly, I blame 𝐶𝑵𝑗 Palacios because she kept screaming, Nicaragua, South Africa. Okay, I can't, you guys. That's, to me, I think she got really fatigued from like from 𝐶𝑵𝑗 Palacios screaming during the preliminary rehearsal, probably. But you guys, so she had to quit that day, which you know, which really, I'm sure South Africa pageant fans were so disappointed. It's, you know, because they've come that far to, you know, support their queen, and all of a sudden she quits, you guys, on the very same day of preliminary. But you know who was laughing and happy though? Hey, Nigeria. Number 8, Miss Cosmo stage collapse. All right, you guys, I remember when I heard about this, I was like, oh my God. And I immediately thought like, oh my God, because I remember like Atisa Manalo broke her ankle, allegedly. And so I was like, oh my God, I can't believe she broke her ankle from the, but it's totally separate. So apparently on September 29, 2024, the stage lighting system for the Miss Cosmo in 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑 District 11 collapsed on Saturday morning, injuring one person. So according to the Tran Bao Viet Hong, head of Miss Cosmo organization community, said that one technician was injured in the collapse while several others sustained injuries or sustained minor scrapes. The committee is currently working to repair the damage and complete the stage setup in time for rehearsals and finals scheduled to take place from October the 2nd to the 5th. So, I mean, honestly, to me, I thought this was a way for them to create like publicity. Because to me, like, how fitting is that? Something collapses and only one person was injured. Because if they were, to me, I feel like if this was like a true accident, I feel like more people would have been injured. Not that I want people to be injured, It's just, it's kind of like, for instance, people who create like fraudulent like claims on their insurance, they'll create like a fire at their house or something like that, but then it just happens to be like nobody's there. That's kind of suspicious, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's kind of how I felt during this time, but I remember like even like some of the local news here in Los Angeles were also talking about this. So definitely a more serious topic and stuff like that. And it's crazy because Vietnam, they create like incredible stages and stuff like that. But hey, shoot, maybe they probably shouldn't host in the future anymore. For my number 7, Rachel Gupta, the catfish. All right, you guys, and on the day of departures of the Miss Grand International Queens, at this time, the front runner was Miss Grand International Spain. As you guys know, I was one of the queens, or vlogger, one of the vloggers that was absolutely obsessed immediately with Rachel Gupta. I thought Rachel Gupta was incredibly stunning. However, though, there are a lot of photos and videos of her that were heavily edited because of Miss Grand International. That's their aesthetic. They love this like superly highly edited photos of these queens and stuff, And so when she departed, she was in her traditional outfit. She probably didn't have as much makeup on, and she was photographed in this, you guys. And the internet, they went berserk, you guys. Everyone's like, oh my God, she doesn't even look like her photos. What a catfish. I mean, everybody. And I'm highly confident that those people are people of Spaniard descent, as well as probably like Latino community who is probably, they're probably starting to feel threatened by Rachel Gupta at this point, because Rachel Gupta was now emerging as a true front runner, thanks a lot to me. And so I think all that backlash really came from the very fact that, they really wanted to discredit Rachel Gupta's beauty, because I mean, Rachel, this does not like justify Rachel's beauty. I think it was the lighting or something like that. I don't know. We all have bad photos, okay? Let's not go there, you guys. But I remember that day where everybody was going crazy and accusing her of being a catfish. For number 6, it's Miss Grand International Organization versus Cambodia. All right, you guys, so on October 7th, the Miss Grand International 2024 canceled Cambodia as the host country. Mind you guys, before this, it was Myanmar, and then ended up going to Cambodia. They cited that it was due to the inability to fulfill requirements stipulated in the hosting agreement contract. Miss Grand Cambodia later issued a counter statement saying that it would no longer work with Miss Grand International. Again, this all happened so fast, you guys. I mean, there was videos of like Nawat arguing with the Cambodians, and some of the Cambodians are saying that Teresa was a diva, and it all apparently they were upset about the boat situation. And I mean, some of the boats settings though look really low budget with the plastic chairs and stuff like that. And so you guys know Miss Grand International is very bougie and they want things to be fabulous. And so it just wasn't probably meeting their requirements, and it was raining also. So I mean, I'm sure at that point Cambodia couldn't really do much about anything. I mean, it's typhoon season, and so that ended up Cambodia just pulling out of Cambodia and going back to Thailand, you guys, to finish up what they started. And then that ugly Miss Grand International Thailand, Maylene, decides to do an interview and talked about all the things that went wrong in Cambodia. And in retaliation, Miss Grand Cambodia also spoke to the media talking crap about Miss Grand International. It was the drama that we all loved. I can't, you guys. It was the war of the two countries in Southeast Asia, Cambodia and Thailand. But anyway, you guys, so that really caused a whole lot of like conversation of who was in the right and who was in the wrong. For my number 5, it's going to be Miss Universe Dominican Republic, 𝐶𝑵𝑑 Santos versus everyone. So, all right, you guys, so the drama really began during Miss Universe Dominican Republic 2024. One of the contestants named Heidi Cruz, she's one of the older ladies, and she's actually a really famous person in Dominican Republic. She was second runner-up to Miss Dominican Republic, Miss Universe 2024, and she literally had to she sent 𝐶𝑵𝑑 Santos to get an Uber a few days before the pageant while they waited on the bus to go to rehearsal. So she explained that I'm not gonna paraphrase it. What she said was, we have been waiting for 𝐶𝑵𝑑 on the bus for 37 minutes. There were 17 of us participants, and she was the only one missing, and the day before she had fainted. They gave her liquid serum, etc. Cruz explains during a phone call on the program. She added that what was she doing while we were waiting? That people think she was giving her an IV? No, she was taking pictures in the lobby, and the same people who were taking care of us can assure you of that. All right, so there you go. 𝐶𝑵𝑑 Santos was already showing some diva behavior, some arrogance behavior, apparently, during Miss Universe Dominican Republic. Oh, it doesn't stop there, honey. She gets to Miss Universe 2024 in Mexico City, and honey, the cloth came out against Miss Universe Panama. Apparently, Panama, the drama that we heard, the biggest drama, the first biggest drama of Miss Universe was Miss Universe Panama versus Miss Universe Dominican Republic. So apparently, Dominican Republic ratted out Miss Universe Panama because Miss Panama ended up leaving the room, which you can't be doing that because that's against the rule. But hey, you know what? 𝐶𝑵𝑑 Santos is the kind of queen that will take your weakness and use that against you so she can win. That's kind of like the person she is, so. Anyway, so the Miss Universe organization released a statement saying that they regret to announce the withdrawal of Panama candidate for the Miss Universe 2024 pageant. The decision has been taken after a few thoroughly evaluation to our disciplinary commission. So it's too long, so I'm not going to read it. So basically, that they discovered that she left the room apparently to go see her boyfriend, which I would too because her boyfriend's hot. Okay. Anyway, so this is one scenario, and then there's more scenario that came out, you know, as we go through the there's so many videos of her cutting off queens, you know, like just being really inconsiderate, and then even like after the pageantry that Miss Canada, like there was drama between Miss Universe Dominican Republic and Canada. I mean, it was just endless. I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe that's the last time we'll see of Miss Universe Dominican Republic, 𝐶𝑵𝑑 Santos. Oh no, she's gonna be crowning the next person. I wonder if she's gonna be fighting with that girl too. Okay. For my number 4, it's gonna be Miss Universe Mexico 2024 gets an entire new face. You guys, so Miss Universe Mexico was crowned around September, and this is how she looked like when she first started. She's competed before, so there's a lot of evidence of her getting her entire face completely revamped, you guys. As you guys know also, that troll 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑 is now part of the Miss Universe Mexico organization. So, you know what that means. You're gonna get an entirely new face when you join, or when you win the crown. So, which is, I mean, I guess a lot of queens are, you know, that's one of the packages that they look forward to, is a little bit of like, you know, touch up and stuff like that, which is kind of sad, honestly. So anyway, well, this Miss Universe Mexico, Maria Fernanda Beltran, she got the whole entire package, you guys, because after like an entire month, she released some photos looking like Ronald McDonald. I mean, what the, like, no, she was completely, entirely a new person. And you guys, this girl made it all the way to top 5, okay? Now, her top 5 question and answer was good, but I mean, the whole entire time, both in the, you know, throughout the competition, I didn't think that she was a standout at all. Even her body wasn't great, and her walk either. Her walk was also very mediocre. So she lucked out on, being the host country, but you guys, her changing her entire face literally had all the Latinos talking about her new face. I mean, talk about bullying, you guys. I mean, if you change your entire face and you have 1 month left to compete, I mean, you're kind of setting yourself up to be bullied by all these fans. You know what I mean? Because why did you even say yes to the surgery? So, I mean, she looks completely different, to be honestly. So, for number 3, it's going to be no evening gown at Miss Universe preliminary evening, you guys. OMG, you guys. I remember this. I remember when it first came out, they posted like the schedule of the preliminary, that it was just preliminary and national competition. I was like, oh great, I get to watch swim, evening gown, as well as national competition. I mean, for the national competition, I don't really care, honestly. And so, but then they said that there was not going to be an evening gown competition. So we were all up in arms about it, you guys. And even on the arrival day, we're still kind of like, hey, we need that. We have to ensure that there's going to be an evening gown competition. And even the queens during rehearsals were saying that there's no evening gown competition. What the hell is that? And then finally they revealed that there was going to be an evening gown competition, but they tricked us, you guys. They were not even getting scored in the evening gown competition. They just stood there for like 3 seconds, and basically, they just kind of stood there and gave us no catwalks, no pasarela, or no nothing. And everyone and their grandmother, who probably join Miss Universe in the future, everyone and their grandmother were so upset. Like, I mean, the comments in the on the Miss Universe pages were just like really, really all about everybody in different languages saying that we need the preliminary evening gown competition back. And we kind of got it back, but not really. So we'll never forget that, Miss Universe. Okay, how dare you? For my number 2, it's going to be Miss Universe Organization CEO embroiled in fake inclusivity issue, you guys. Let's take a listen.
The limit age, I was able to participate. Yeah. You can come back again.
It's a strategic communication, actually, because you understand. You would understand a girl or a grandma wouldn't feel. They can come here, but it but we just put the policy out there. Yeah.
See, there you go, guys. I mean, honestly, I'm not a pro inclusivity type of person for pageant. I think that, like I am and I'm not. Like, obviously in real life, I love inclusion and inclusivity and diversity. But I think with pageant, I think there's so many like CEOs and like owners that are just so hungry for attention that they will use us people, for our identity, something that we like hold dearly in our hearts, such as our gender identity, our skin color, our age, our weight, things like that can possibly trigger some sort of reaction from both super liberal and super politically correct people, as well those who are anti like progressive, I guess. Because I really don't consider it as progressive. It's a beauty pageant competition, certain beauty types must be upheld, and that, to me, that's honestly what I believe in. I do believe and you know, like being too woke, you know, and I think that's what they were trying to do, is to make it as woke as possible, because it's a marketing strategy here in America that kind of works for a lot of big company, because it touches on people's insecurities as well as their beliefs and stuff like that. So for me, for beauty pageants, I really feel like I enjoy traditionalism a little bit more. I mean, I don't care if they join, just be stunning, okay? Like, don't just bring like really mediocre basic bitches on the competition, like Miss Universe Nepal from like 2023. She was plus size, but she also was not a beautiful person, both outside and internally. But you know, this further proves that this woman, Ann Kuhn, is an evil transgender man. Okay, I'm kidding. No, she is an evil trans woman, you guys, and I don't like her. I really don't like her, and I think she sounds like she's this incredibly intelligent, brilliant person, but when she really isn't, you guys. I mean, the girl can't even speak well. I mean, I don't even understand what the fuck she's saying, you know? So anyway, you guys, so this was really a really big topic. I remember this back in February, and it was a topic that everybody was talking about, honestly. We couldn't escape it. It was everything that we expected from this evil owner, trans woman, Ann Kuhn. And for that number one spot, that number one WTF moment this year was definitely gonna go to the Miss Grammy team and Miss Grammy 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑 2024. You guys, 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑 cries, she whines, she groans, and then she moans. She just was just a drama queen, you guys. I mean, if there was a crown that she won this year, it's the drama queen crown, okay? Because you guys, it all started during that national costume competition, when she was not allowed to bring that entire prop with her, and she cried. She cried. They said that she was possessed and she was channeling that spirit or something like that. But that's just like, I love the fact that you can get into character and stuff like that, but then there's also, you have to act like professional, and this is a pageant, you know, it's not like, that's why I was like, were they filming a reality show? Because this seems like a reality show kind of behavior, you know? So she cried, and then on the finale night, she did not prevail and she did not win. She cried again. And not only that she cried, her entire team acted like a bunch of just barbaric, people that have, classless kind of behavior. And it's really embarrassing. I mean, if I was Burmese, I would be really embarrassed for that kind of behavior. You know what I mean? And then throughout that situation, not only we see this drama unfold in public, everybody is witnessing everything. She's walking around bare feet. I mean, she just looked like she was so depressed. And in addition to that, we realized that her national director is the culprit of all of this. He was even a bigger drama queen than she is, and we ended up discovering that he used to be a porn star or some sort of escort or something like that. He had OnlyFans, so I've seen it, you guys. Anyway, so just so much drama, so messy. I mean, she literally ruined her pageant career in an hour of just acting entitled and just very dramatic and running around Thailand. If it's a smaller country where not a lot of pageant audience are watching, then okay, maybe you can cry like that. But the fact that it's Miss Grand and it's being watched by so many people, that's just straight up embarrassing, you guys. I will never understand what went through her head when she started crying all over the arena, the hotel. I mean, it was really embarrassing. And my apologies to some of you Myanmar fans that had to, cover up for 𝐘𝐄𝐀𝐑, the drama queen. So Anyway, so I feel like that was really the moment where like, not only that sent us all like, you know, like off our seat, pulled our wigs, and I think it really united a lot of pageant fans. It didn't even matter what country you're from. We were all dragging this girl because she was a drama queen. I can't, you guys. Yeah, so, hey, thanks for that, Miss Grammy and Mar. You unified some of these toxic pageant fans, okay? And that's about it, you guys. Oh my God, that was so much happened, you guys. That's just 2024. That's not even like, and those are just some pageants that I follow, you guys. Imagine if I covered every pageant. There's gonna be so much topics to you know, dive into. But I feel like most of the topics that we included in this list are the topics that really set the internet ablaze, had everybody like just like, you know, giving their extra honest, extra unbiased opinions on this, all these situations. Had all the bloggers, you know, getting all the content they need because it was hot topics, it was hot issues, and we needed to discuss them, you guys. So definitely these are the things that really has shocked us. And if there's anything I missed, leave that all in the comment box. And again, you know, like I sometimes, you know, I miss stuff and I'd like to know which they are. And so we can continue to have a conversation in the comment box, you guys. So, so those are my WTF cringy moments of Miss Universe 2024, you guys. So as the year wraps up, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for everything this year, from all the likes and the comments, the views, the super gifts, the tips, for the live streaming moments that we had. I mean, this year has been really a year where I feel like not only I grew, like not only my channel, our channel grew numerically. I mean, you know, as you guys know, I reached 10.7 subscriptions this year, you know, and I did that in like 3 years. In 3 years, you know, it can be a very tough thing to start from absolutely nothing, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're at like a 10K subscription, you know, and that you guys have actually welcomed me to be part of your pageant moments, you know what I mean? And I love that I get to experience all of this with you. I get to be extra with you. I get to be authentic with you. And you guys encourage me to be authentic. So, you know, I won't be doing anything else but just being myself. And I hope that some of you guys out there that watches me hope or not turned off by some of my extra shady content, but be inspired at the very fact that I keep it authentic, and I'm not a puppet. I don't like, you know, no beauty pageant organization control me. I just express my extra honest, extra unbiased opinions, and thank you guys so much for always allowing me to do that. And I hope that you guys, you know, do the same thing for yourselves in your lives, to live your authentic self and never be concealed of, you know, by any type of organization or religion. Be you, accept who you are, embrace who you are, and express who you are. And okay. All right, you guys, for a happy new year, and thank you so much for watching all year long with me, and I will see you guys again next year, of course, being extra honest, extra unbiased with Del. All right, you guys, happy new year, and remember, stay beautiful and stay extra. Bye, guys. Mwah.